In recent days, social media has been flooded with claims suggesting that Iran is preparing to attack Bahrain, raising alarm among viewers and sparking intense discussions about whether a new conflict in the Middle East is imminent. At the same time, many people are asking why United States appears silent and whether this silence signals a shift in global power dynamics. Before jumping to conclusions, it is important to separate verified facts from speculation, as misinformation often spreads faster than reality, especially in geopolitically sensitive regions. The relationship between Iran and Bahrain has been complicated for decades, shaped by political, religious, and regional factors. Bahrain is a small island nation in the Persian Gulf with a Sunni-led government, while a significant portion of its population is Shia. Iran, a predominantly Shia-majority country, has historically expressed interest in the region, which has sometimes been interpreted by Gulf nations as interference in their internal affairs. These underlying tensions have contributed to mistrust and periodic diplomatic strain, even though both countries have avoided direct military confrontation in modern times. Over the years, Bahrain has strengthened its alliances with Western powers, particularly the United States, which maintains a strategic military presence in the country. This partnership is not accidental. Bahrain hosts the U.S. Navy's Fifth Fleet, making it a key hub for American operations in the Gulf. This presence serves as both a deterrent against potential threats and a signal of the United States' commitment to maintaining stability in the region. Because of this, any talk of a direct Iranian attack on Bahrain would immediately raise questions about how the United States would respond. However, it is crucial to understand that not every rumor or online claim reflects an actual military plan or imminent conflict. In many cases, such narratives are fueled by misinformation, political agendas, or misinterpretations of routine military movements and diplomatic statements. Governments in the Middle East often engage in strategic signaling, which can be misread as preparation for war when, in reality, it may be intended to deter adversaries or reassure allies. Without confirmation from credible international sources, claims of an impending attack should be treated with caution. The perceived silence of the United States is another aspect that requires careful analysis. Silence in international politics does not necessarily mean inaction or indifference. In many situations, the United States prefers to work behind the scenes through diplomacy, intelligence sharing, and coordination with allies rather than making immediate public statements. Public responses are often calculated to avoid escalation, especially in regions where tensions can quickly spiral into broader conflicts. A measured approach allows policymakers to assess the situation, verify information, and decide on a course of action that aligns with long-term strategic interests. Another factor to consider is that the United States is currently managing multiple global priorities, from competition with major powers to ongoing conflicts in different parts of the world. This means that its responses are often more selective and strategic than in the past. Instead of reacting to every regional tension with visible military action, it may rely on deterrence, alliances, and economic tools to maintain stability. This shift reflects a broader evolution in foreign policy, where direct intervention is no longer always the first option. It is also worth noting that open conflict between Iran and Bahrain would have far-reaching consequences beyond the two countries involved. The Persian Gulf is one of the most important regions for global energy supply, and any instability there can disrupt oil markets and impact economies worldwide. Neighboring countries, many of which have their own complex relationships with Iran, would likely be drawn into the situation, increasing the risk of a wider regional conflict. This is precisely why major powers, including the United States, tend to act cautiously and prioritize de-escalation. In the digital age, the speed at which information spreads has made it increasingly difficult for audiences to distinguish between credible reporting and unverified claims. Videos, posts, and headlines designed to attract attention often exaggerate or distort reality, leading to unnecessary panic and confusion. Content creators and viewers alike have a responsibility to verify information and rely on trustworthy sources before forming opinions or sharing news. Sensational narratives may generate views, but they can also contribute to misunderstanding and fear. At the same time, the interest in such topics reflects a genuine concern about global stability and the possibility of new conflicts. The Middle East has experienced decades of geopolitical tension, and any sign of escalation naturally draws attention. People want to understand what is happening, why it is happening, and how it might affect them. This makes it even more important to approach the subject with clarity, accuracy, and context rather than speculation. Ultimately, there is no confirmed evidence that Iran is currently attacking or planning an immediate attack on Bahrain. The situation should be viewed within the broader context of regional dynamics, historical tensions, and the role of international actors. The United States' response, whether visible or not, is likely being shaped by strategic calculations aimed at preventing escalation rather than provoking it. In such a complex environment, patience and critical thinking are essential. As discussions continue, it is important to focus on verified developments and avoid amplifying unconfirmed claims. Understanding the deeper political and historical context provides a more accurate picture than reacting to isolated headlines or viral posts. The Middle East remains a region where caution, diplomacy, and strategic balance play a crucial role, and any potential conflict is far more complicated than it may appear at first glance.